The Alabama Crimson Tide recruit the best, and they also move on the most players at the top of the NFL draft. Since Nick Saban took over in Tuscaloosa in 2008, Alabama's produced the most NFL first-round picks, and tonight's proceedings at the NFL draft in Philadelphia will do nothing to jeopardize that ranking. We bring in Stephen M. Smith of Touchdown Alabama to help us break down the first round from the Tide perspective. And it did take some time for an Alabama player, Stephen, to come off the board, a little bit longer than we had anticipated. And that was, of course, Marlon Humphrey going to the Baltimore Ravens.
It took time, Mark, as I mentioned to a lot of people. The NFL draft is its own monster. You get a feeling of what a team may want. They may tell you what they may want and then flip it on you at the last possible minute. So it was crazy, the whole draft process. A lot of people thought that Jonathan Allen, maybe a Reuben Foster would go first. It ends up being Marlon Humphrey and a good fit to the Baltimore Ravens, a team that's rebuilding its defensive backfield. It has Ladarius Webster, I think that's his name, in the defense. Ladarius Webb on the defensive side of the football is also got Terrell Suggs and C.J. Mosley, a former Alabama player at inside linebacker, but it needed some help in that defensive backfield. It got Marlon Humphrey, Ozzie Newsome at GM, continuing to get those Bama players.